Hey, from the diamond to the field and everywhere else in between, we keep you up to date on all the happenings of the conference this week in the Big Ten, tomorrow night at 6:30 Eastern on BTN. That's this week in the BTN, tomorrow night at 6:30. They'll have the dramatic win by Ohio State earlier today. We saw Ronnie Dawson hit a homer. And a wrap-up of this weekend series as well as the Maryland-Michigan State series that took place where the Terps needed the win, and they got it earlier today. Michigan with another pitching change. 6-1 Illini. More to come on BTN after this. Here's the Big Ten standings and where they're headed to Omaha. Minnesota's going to open up with Iowa, Nebraska, and Michigan State. And that's an interesting matchup, Scott Posby, because Nebraska's got basically the home field in Omaha, and you like Michigan State's pitching. Then you got Indiana and Maryland and the rivals of Ohio State and Michigan. The Buckeyes just swept the Wolverines last weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting matchups right out of the gate because all these teams are playing well enough. I mean, it's a coin flip between all of these teams. Minnesota wins the regular season. They're currently nationally ranked, but Nebraska's been ranked this year. Michigan State's been ranked this year.
Michigan's been ranked as well.
Michigan's been ranked. You've got teams that are capable. It's just going to come down to who can put it together at the end of the season and go on that run next week.
Troy Miller makes his 16th appearance of the season. Miller, a freshman from Aptos, California. 6'4", 215-pounder. And he'll face the top of the Illini order. I wonder how Troy Miller was received in his household when he told his parents he was going to Michigan. Throws a first pitch straight, only because both parents and a sibling, Taylor, attended Michigan State University.
You saying there's a rivalry there?
I think you can read between the lines there, can't you? Somebody in the family, Scott, has to be different, don't you think?
Yeah, I would think so.
Miller sets and fires. Curveball, pretty pitch. 0-2.
Curveball there, 12-6 break. Ball's off the table. But that downward action is really what froze Hurwitz.
Miller 9 strikeouts and 19 in a third coming in. And he hit Hurwitz. That is 7 batters hit by the Michigan pitching staff over the last 2 days.
Watch that breaking ball. Miller tries to climb the ladder with his fastball up and in. Doesn't locate it. That loads the bases with 2 outs for the lineup.
You and I were talking about cliches in sports earlier. There's a cliche, make them earn it in baseball.
Don't tell Hurwitz that he got hurt.
Don't tell you that in this inning. The Illini have loaded the bases with 2 walks and a hit batter.
Well, yeah, by earn it means put it in play.
Right.
And Michigan pitching staff has been their own worst enemy here with the 3 passes. Now they hit batter.
Adam Walton 0 for 4. 4 groundouts. The last one was a double play turn. This one, sliced foul into the Michigan bullpen. Illini hoping to get to the 8th inning. They are 23-1 when leading after 8. There's a grounder to short. Oh, and it hit the runner. And that is one of those cardinal sins by base runners, isn't it? So the Illini leave the bases juiced, but they're happy with a 5-run lead through 7 here at home. Illinois starter Andrew Knaplik today.
Well, your 5th-year senior comes out for Illinois and just throws a gem by mixing in his breaking ball, change up, and a lot of off speed to these Michigan Wolverines hitters. 5 strikeouts on the day. But minimize damage and leaves the game The team leading by 5 runs.
Matched a season high in innings pitched and gets a well-deserved handshake and turns it over now to Charlie Naso. The Cushing red shirt of the 8th. They will send the number 3, 4, and 5 hitters to the plate. These two schools first met back in 1892. Here's Jason Goldstein. Goldstein's been on twice today for the team after taking a couple, even though one was a little questionable. Last year, All Big Ten first team member. Takes it high and tight, and second catcher as well. As a sophomore, he was second team All Conference, and as a freshman, he was All Big Ten freshman team. So he's had quite the decorated career at Illinois. Crowd doesn't like it, but the last thing Troy Miller wants to do is put the leadoff man on.
And it's a curveball. They're not going to try to intentionally throw at Jason Goldstein with a breaking ball. It's a breaking ball that's up.
And it's just not breaking. See if he goes to the fastball. It does, but it's low and away. 89 miles an hour on that Troy Miller fastball. Wasn't even close. So a free pass for Goldstein.